Yeah, 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 yeah. We're back. Bitches are back,
We're back,
guys.
bitches.
We're back, bitches. Year 2. Um, Bitches be ballin' again. This is Yuri Ono and Kayla Fonte. And we want to thank Slater Kinney for our opening music and Erin G for the graphics. So we are an all-woman produced outfit here. So Kayla,
Damn straight.
how was your season or your summer?
It was good. It was busy. Quite a bit of traveling, a little bit of work in there, but pretty nice. How about you?
It was good. It was, pretty mellow, still, gainfully unemployed, doing this and that. Malta looked amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. Oh, I miss it already.
Yeah, I think you had a little bit more of a fun summer than I did. Um, also, please remind us, Kayla, that you can be found, your expertise can be found in some new places now.
Oh my god, I'm like everywhere. Oof, what do I have going on? Like, I gotta start writing a list because it's getting hard to remember everything. It just keeps growing. But where am I at? Last word on sports is a big one. Hashtag basketball. I'm new there, so I'm so excited to be doing some content there. Bitches be ballin', of course, right here. Between two hoops, NBA Fantasy in 5. So many projects. Oh my god, I don't know where my free time is gonna go.
Fucking A. So it's shaping up to be a breakout year, I think, for Kayla
Yeah.
Fonte here.
Oh, it's a big
Um,
one.
so that is great. And I'm glad that you can carve out a little bit of time for Triple B because the
Always.
ladies need you. I need you. And and we're up and running. We did our slow draft for the first time, had some hiccups, but all in all, we got it done. And
Mhm.
we added some new ladies to the league. So I wanna shout out Sarah, Claire, Rebecca, and Allie to Bitches Be Ballin' head to
Welcome,
head. Now a
bitches.
14 teamer. I think we are officially deep.
We are.
We're
Oh,
deep,
yeah. Like, the
deep.
draft was getting hard. Towards the end, I was like, oh my god, who the hell am I gonna pick right now?
Yeah, so we
I was
we
struggling.
extended it was a little bit of a struggle. We extended our bench size to 6. And,
Mhm.
we are sticking with Yahoo for now. Maybe next year we'll be grown up enough to go to Fantrax, let's see, but, thank you. Shout out to Josh Lloyd for,
Mhm.
opening up our minds to something other than a default format. So, check out our episode from last season with Josh where we did talk predominantly about league formats and what can make fantasy a little bit more fun. So, based on his advice, we extended our bench size to 6, so we had 16 rounds in our draft. We're probably only gonna share the first 10 rounds just because, it
A
just
lot of stuff
gets
to cover. And I'll put it up
kinda
here.
wacky at the end. Nice. Um, so here we go round by round. Pretty straightforward stuff, I would say, Kayla.
Mhm.
You were picking, remind me what your pick
I
was.
was fifth.
You were
Yeah,
fifth.
because I was expecting to get Giannis at 5, and then Luca
Mm.
ended up falling to me. So I was like, well, I've never had Luca on my team, so I was tempted by that.
You've never had Luca?
I don't think so. No, I've had
Oh.
Shea, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis before, but Luca, I never had him. So I know there's a lot of injury concerns there, but I was tempted.
He's such a stud, man. I had Luca
He
last
is.
year and it was a joy
Mm.
to have him for most of the season. Um,
Where did
so
you
when you
pick?
got I picked 14 out of 14, baby.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
that's right. Because you got
I
Allen and
went
then Giddy at the turn.
I went nuts. So we started our slow draft in early or were we
Early
in
October. I can't
September? Early
remember.
October.
No, was this? Yeah, right.
I think it was the first weekend in October. So a
Mm.
lot of the injury stuff we didn't even know about while we were drafting. But that said, picking at 14, I knew that I just was going to have to take some risks. So I went in hard with what now sounds like it was a pretty popular pairing between first two is Amon
Mhm.
and then Giddy. We did third round reversal, and so my third pick was Flag. But yeah, I was feeling pretty feisty. Like I it was kind of exciting to leave vets on the table like KD and Towns. Maxi, and just kind of go for upside, right? So um, that was pretty fun. So when you picked Luca, what were you thinking then with your subsequent picks?
Well, honestly, like I didn't have any specific strategy in mind. I was using hashtag basketball though, so I uploaded my league into there. And I tried to create a pretty balanced team, and I think I did a pretty decent job. There's a couple of categories I'm slightly weakened. But yeah, I was looking for just different players. I don't like drafting the same players across multiple leagues, so I was trying to change it up a little bit. But I was pretty happy with how it turned out. How about you?
Pretty happy. You want to run down who's on your team?
Yeah, I got my team up here because I'm in 7 or 8 leagues this year, and I can't remember who I picked across each one. So
Yeah, I'm in 12, dude.
that's great. Okay, I'm surprised at that
I
because
said
I thought
I was in 8 and I was like, I'm gonna do less this year. Fucking,
I
I went the
remember
other
that. Yeah,
direction.
I was like, "There's no way Yuri's doing more than me right now. That's crazy."
Well, 2
But
of
I
them are
respect it.
draft only, so I knew.
Oh, so that doesn't count technically, yeah,
Yeah,
because you
so
don't really have to do anything, which I
theoretically,
like.
although there is a little bit, and then Dan Titus invited us to the high score league, so that
Hmm.
ended up being the last league that I joined. But yeah, 12. So
Funny story with that actually. So I obviously am in that league with you, but then I was done at 7. And then I was showing someone at work my team, and somehow I ended up joining another high score league. Don't ask me how, but I just randomly joined a league, and then it started drafting while I was at work. And I was like, oh fuck, like I can't draft right now. So like I just auto drafted it, and I don't even care about it either. But then I'm like, shit, now that's gonna affect like my Yahoo rankings and or like my levels and stuff like that and my record. And I was like, I can't have that. So now I have this team that I auto drafted, which actually isn't too bad. But I'm like, that's another league that I don't want. So little funny story there. But I got Wemby, so
they really trick you,
they
huh?
do. It had the same thing happened to my brother. Like he got stuck in a Yahoo league, like a high score league, and I was just like, I don't even know what I pressed. I was just trying to show someone my team.
Wow, that's kind of shady.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm a little old, I guess. I'm not good with my technology. I know I'm 23, but I consider myself old, and I don't know the tech. Like I'm not good with it. So I
Weird.
probably pressed something I shouldn't have. But the fact that this has happened to other people, I'm like, maybe it's not me.
Wait, so did you get the number 2 pick then?
I don't even know.
If you got
I'm
Wemby.
guessing. I'm guessing because like it auto drafted me, right? So
Yeah.
I'm assuming I was second. But like I got Brunson, Bain, Wemby, Mobley, Bankero, Asar Thompson, Markkinen, Kessler, Bizelis, and Suggs.
Dude, that's a good team for high score.
I know, right? It's actually not
Like,
too bad.
yeah, I mean, those guys are all gonna be racking up the points.
Yeah, so like I guess it worked out well, which is why like I'm kind of setting my lineup and doing what I need to do. But
Yeah.
it's also like damn, like I don't like auto drafting.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed with that, and I was like, shit, maybe I should have just drafted while I was at work. But
No, I
yeah,
think that's a pretty good team. Yeah.
yeah, I was actually pretty happy. It's the first time I've ever auto drafted a full team, so could have gone worse.
Well, back to
Yes.
our very manual draft that lasted weeks. Who'd you end up with?
Yeah. So I got Bub Carrington, who I'm pretty happy with. A little up and
Mm,
down, but I think the upside is there. Keyshawn George. That is a huge one. I drafted him in
dude.
like maybe 3 leagues, and I'm so
Hmm.
happy. Like I didn't expect this kind of production, which is insane. So I'm really happy with that. Like there was one day, I can't remember who it was, but I was in Florida, and someone in our BBB Discord texted saying, "Oh my God, George is going off or something." And I look, and he had like 80 fantasy points. So this is in my points league, and I was just like, when I checked earlier, he was at like 15. Like, where did this come from? But no, that was a good pick right there. Derek White, DeRozan, Jimmy Buckets. I don't think I've ever drafted him before. Maybe
You
once
know,
or
that's funny.
twice.
Like he's always like on people's avoid list, right? But this
Yeah.
year, because he's joyful or whatever, he's going in what round 4 or 5.
Yeah, about
Um,
there.
so it's pretty nice. Like I got him in a bunch of spots too, because he can really help you with a bunch of different kind of builds, especially with like assists and rebounds,
Mm-mm.
decent percentages. So and the defense here and there. So yeah, that was good. He would have gone great with my build, but I wasn't able to get him.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I was going to avoid him, but then I saw him there and I was just like, I've never had him before and like he fits pretty well. Um so I just figured why not? He's happy, and that was a big thing for me. Injuries are still a little bit of a concern, but I was like, fuck it. Just go for him.
Nice. Yeah.
I got Kyrie with the second last pick, and I think this was
Mm,
around the early 200s, and I didn't know that he was still available. But because I was using hashtag basketball and I was looking at the rankings of the undrafted players, I saw him there. And I was like, okay, like at that point, I think there's some value. I mean, he's supposed to come back around January. And even if he's limited, I mean, I'm getting him outside the top 200. So
plus
can't
we
really
have
go
5
wrong.
IR spots in our
Yeah,
league, so
exactly.
there's definitely room to shelve him for a little while. I think I remember
Hmm.
when you picked him, there's a lot of crying from the other ladies like, "Ah, I was hoping he'd fall to me," but yeah.
But I didn't even know he was still available because when you were drafting on Fantrax, he wasn't there. Like he was
Mm,
all the way at the bottom, which is why I had no idea.
mm.
Yeah, so
Wait,
I was kind of happy
so
with
you
that.
don't use a draft tracker when you're drafting?
Well, I just use hashtag. So
But
like it uploads it there and shows me.
he wasn't there on hashtags list then?
I think it was, or I might have skipped over it.
Mm.
But at some points I wasn't using it just because like my turn would come in the middle of the night. And I like using hashtag on my computer, So like, oh my god, that was funny too when I auto drafted Embiid. My thing came at like 3 in the morning or some shit, and I woke up and I'm like, why the fuck do I have Embiid on my team?
We
Undo.
were all
And I
waiting for you to wake up too because like, oh, Kayla's sleeping and she just picked Embiid.
yeah, you guys knew that wasn't me.
Yeah, so luckily we could roll that back.
Yeah, thank God for that. And like I was trying to set a queue and it just wasn't working. So I don't know. But thankfully we undid that. I can't remember who I picked instead. It might have been DeRozan. Because
I
it was at
did.
like the 70s mark. So I think it was
Mhm.
DeRozan. Yeah. So I got J Dub, Matherin, I'm very happy about, but he is injured right now, week to week. So we'll see about that. Keontae George, Klingon, DeAndre Aiden, Desumu. Pretty solid team, I would say.
Sumni's always solid and one of your
I'm a
last
big fan
picks,
of
very
him.
safe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's hear about your
Um
seat, though.
yeah, so I went full on kingy punt cuz I was like, "You know what? Balance. I might get screwed picking so late doing a balance build." So, um I went Amen, then Giddy, then Cooper, then Osar. So I got both Osar or both
Thompson
Thompsons.
twins.
Hartenstein, Kessler, Draymond, Drew, Kason, Ty Jerome, Luke Cornett, Scoot, Boucher, Ryan Dunn, Jared, and then Isaac. And I've like dropped most of those last guys already. And yeah, but that's fine because I like having I like moving guys in and out of waivers. Another
Mm-hmm.
thing we changed about our league is we are doing fab. So um,
Yep.
some of the ladies aren't that happy about it, but you know what? I think we have a couple ladies in the Philippines, one in Australia. So it's just like it really just equalizes everything when you're able to like put in a claim and a bid on somebody and it being resolved that way versus first come first serve. So um
Yeah, like with the time zones, it's not fair too, right? So that's one
exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm happy with my team so far.
Did you win your
Yeah,
matchup last week?
I did 5-4 and I won
Ooh,
it
nice. I think I lost.
in all the categories that I was targeting. So the
Ooh, that's
build's
good.
looking the build's looking strong so far and I'm tweaking every day. Tweaking that build every day.
Yeah. That's good though. I lost 4-5. It was a close one, but I got quite a bit of injuries right now. Like Luca killed me, Matherin now. Williams has been out, so is Kyrie, but that's four already.
Yeah. The wire's pretty rich though. There's a lot of good value on the wire. Well,
Yeah,
except
there's
for
quite a
us
few.
because we went 16 rounds. So we're like what
Yeah.
224 player deep league. So yeah, there isn't a shit ton on the wire. I take that back, but um
There's a couple here. Like now I'm just looking. There's a few names that you could use as like streamers, but yeah,
yeah.
it's like slim pickings over here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Luke won't be back out for like longer than a week though.
I really
So,
hope not. We'll
were
see
there
though.
any surprises for you in the draft, or do you think like things kind of shook out the way that they normally shook out?
I'm just looking here. Harden went a little bit early for me.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's pretty fair. Like actually, even Towns went a little bit late. Like in the second round, I'm a little surprised.
Yep.
Flag looks good. Paolo is slightly high for me. He's been struggling this year.
I thought Siakam at the end of the second was pretty early for him.
You know what? It is and it isn't because like he's the number one guy on the Pacers right now. I gotta
Yeah.
see what his ranking is actually. It's a little bit higher than I think most people have been taking him, but I
Mhm.
don't think it's like super out there.
Mhm.
Okay, in category leagues, he's ranked 93rd on Yahoo.
Like currently?
Yeah, I'm just looking right now. That's odd. I could have sworn he was a lot higher than that. He was looking at a points league.
I thought it was interesting that Mikal went before Miles,
Oh yeah,
like
true.
by a good
Yeah,
amount. Um,
like he's ranked at around the 100 range for the past two seasons too.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think
I like a lot of these picks though.
our ladies they know what they're doing.
They
So,
do.
it's a
Last year was
very,
very competitive.
very competitive. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm looking forward to this season. I think it's going to be super fun. So yeah, that is Bitches Be Ballin', 14 team, 9 category head to head.
Crazy stuff.
That's our draft. So we'll update you guys periodically on how the league is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Kayla said, she lost hers 4-4-5 and I won mine 5-4. So hopefully winning ways will be part of our future.
Oof, I hope so.
What other leagues are you in?
Ooh, I'm doing quite a few actually. I'm only doing one points league, which is crazy. I got the two
Wow.
high score. I know, right? It's
From
because
being a
like
predominantly points person, just one.
I know, just one. Yeah, that's my work league. So there's a lot more people who aren't as familiar with like basketball and fantasy. So Yahoo points is just the easier one to do,
Yeah.
right? And I find it a little bit more exciting than category leagues, to be honest with you. I know categories requires a little bit
You
more
know,
skill to it, but points is just
oh,
more fun.
you know what? After playing points for the first time ever in our WNBA league over the summer,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Steve and Scott for hosting our WNBA league. That was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was points because it has to be points on ESPN. And I gotta say, like it was so simple. Like you just kind of like there's less like my brain didn't hurt as much, and you just
Yeah,
yeah, it was very straightforward. So I'm kind of with you on points. Like I can see the
right?
appeal.
Especially if you're just getting into fantasy for the first time, I think it's a good way to be introduced to it. That's one of the first ones that I did, and I did my first leagues were mostly points. I did one category league, and I sucked at it, obviously because it was my first time. But there's something about points that's just like more exciting, like refreshing your screen to see the numbers go up. Like I don't know, there's something about it that's just just does it for me.
Yeah. So what other so the rest are category.
Yeah, I got one roto category, then two high score leagues.
Oh, you're yeah, right. One by
Yeah, the two high
mistake.
score. Yeah,
So
by
you're in
mistake.
the industry pickup Roto League again, right?
Yeah, I did that one again. And then you switched to auction, I
I
believe.
switched to auction head to head 9 cat and because like I'm kind of obsessed with auction now. Like I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I did that mock and this full disclosure, like I've only done 3 auction drafts, 2 for real, 1 was a mock, and I did my first mock, I think no, Kingy was hosting it, but
Yes.
Josh did a pod about it, and, it was a bunch of other industry people, and I was, like, fucking loved it, like, there's so much, like, psychological games that happen, like you're
Mm-hmm.
feeling out the room and like how much people are bidding, and that I got in, like when to hold your money, like for how long, and it's just super interesting to me. And so then I did my first for real draft in an FBI league that our bitches be balling fellow member Emma invited me to, and I don't think I did that great in that one. Like, it was okay, but I think yeah, I think I think I could have done a little better. Anyway,
Is that
that's
the one
a
that Kingy did a podcast about?
no. So then I did the industry pickup auction, and I this was all kind of leading up to that one because I really wanted to do well in that one,
Mm.
or I wanted to have my shit together, you know? And so, Kingy, you know, I was looking at like who's Kingy gonna pick in the first round, and he picked AD. He got AD. He bid and won AD for a really good price. So I don't blame him for taking it. But once he picked AD, I was like, oh, he's gonna go for his Kingy build. So every single player that I knew what players he was gonna target, and I drove up the price for him for most of them. Like, he
Yeah, you
did
mentioned that.
crazy overpays. Um, and I to be fair though, I wanted them too because I was kinda going for a similar build. Um, but yeah, I think he was getting pretty frustrated. But, you know, that's part of auction is like,
It
if
is.
you know who someone's gonna be going after, you wanna take money out of the room. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, dollar, 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 dollar. And I was
That
just
is so
waiting and
funny.
he kept one-upping me. So I made him overpay for a few of his players, but that was fun. The team I ended up with there is actually not that great. So maybe I was too, you know, distracted with the psychological part. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, I have KD and Towns as my kind of cornerstones, but yeah. Anyway, that was fun. So this is the year of me trying out new formats. So auction, I did a draft and stash through the Locked On Fantasy Bowl. I did a best ball draft only, also through Locked On. I'm not really sure about that format. Like, it seems a little complicated to me, even though it's supposed to be easy. It seems a little complicated to me. I don't quite get it yet. And then I'm doing
Mm.
4 roto leagues, and the rest are head to head. So,
Damn, you're busy this year.
well, it's like I don't have a job, so I might as well just dive into it, baby.
There you go. And you're really organized with your leagues too. Like I've seen like the spreadsheets that you make and the notes that you take. I respect that. Like that's amazing. Are you doing the same thing for like all of your leagues or you do it for just like the most important ones?
That's a good question. The games cap one, I have to keep a spreadsheet and to plan
Yeah.
it because it's really tricky to do it otherwise. With my head-to-head leagues, I've always, like, for over 10, 12 years, I've always, like, kept tracking documents. So I track, like, my team's every team in the league's performance over the 9 categories to see, like, trends and, so that's a little manual, but for it's
Mm-hmm.
really insightful for me to see, like, especially when I'm drumming up trade offers, to see what categories, other teams are weaker in or stronger in so that I can offer a mutually beneficial trade 'cause I'm a believer in mutually beneficial trades. So,
Yeah.
those spreadsheets really help me kind of suss that out. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm obsessed and, but, you know, that's how we are, Kayla.
Oh yeah. I honestly found it like too stressful though. Like I think I did 11 last year and I don't think I could do maybe more than 7 again. Like I'm in 8 this year, but that 8th one doesn't really count cuz it's the accident, but man, I respect you for it. That's I can't. Like
I know. It's a little nuts.
oh,
Um,
good for you though. Good for you.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. So, we're gonna try out doing some segments, in our show just to add a little spice and fun. But that said, like, every show does their segments, you know, waiver wire pickups, you know, drops, all this stuff. But, and this is what it is. It's the same thing, but it's really like it's the bitches be ballin' way of doing it. So, um, this segment is called Breakup or Makeup.
Ta-da.
So these are
Excellent graphic by Yuri.
Thank you. These are fellas that, they're not really holding up their end of the bargain. Like their performance is leaving us wanting a little bit. So are we going to break up with them, Kayla? Or are we going to just give them a little time, maybe go to some couples counseling and try and make this work? So these are these guys. So let's tackle the big guy first. Jakob Pertl. I drafted him in many of my leagues as oftentimes my first center, because he kind of gives you a little bit of everything with decent percentages, doesn't really hurt you in anything. Obviously, like he's the star center of the Raptors, so he doesn't have a lot of competition there. But gosh darn it, he's been sucking ass so far.
Yeah, it's not been looking good. And that back injury, too. Oh, yeah, it definitely makes you worry. And I've had a couple of people asking me, too, if they should drop him. And guys, I don't think so. Not yet.
You're gonna try and make it work?
I'm going to try. I'm going to go to counseling and I'm going to see if we can make up.
Maybe.
I think, if anything, like he's a buy low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact. Like, if we think about it, too, it's literally only the second week of the season. So I know those injury concerns are going to linger throughout the year. But like his down performance, I mean, we've seen what he can do last year. He's coming off a big season. So I'm not giving up hope just yet.
I mean, he basically took half the year off last year. I mean, so
Yeah,
come
but
on,
like when he was
Jakob.
healthy,
Like, yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is like, why is he hobbling then? Because he's, he
yeah.
got a lot of time off last year. So it's a bummer. I mean, I'm not dropping him because you just got to be patient. I mean, we're only in week 2 of the
Yeah.
season, so got to give it a little bit more time. But definitely, owners are going to be frustrated. So it's a nice buy low opportunity for sure. The next guy on our list is, he was highly touted coming out of last year as like one of the best defensive guys. And he just looked like just clear runway in Portland. But he has been really disappointing this year. I think the other day he gave us like he was shooting like 20% or something in his last game, and
Yeah.
maybe in the game before. Just not I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it's, Chauncey being gone, if it's I mean, they don't really have a lot of new guys. I mean, they have Drew. Maybe it's Drew. I don't know. Like, but Tamani Kamara, what do you think? Breakup or makeup? I mean, I think he's worth working it out. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Same thing. I think the biggest thing right now has just been his shooting inefficiency. It's a little bit worrying, but I mean, the pathway to minutes are there. He's getting about 30 a night. So that's
Mhm.
still a good sign. The opportunity is there for him. I think he's just got to figure some things out, but I'm not ready to break up yet.
Yeah. All right. I'm with you there. The next man on the list is Adem Bona. We thought like Joel being Joel, Bona being young and up and coming. Seems like he was the backup, but Drummond has been showing up a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not real sure about Bona. Like it could be Drummond being the backup option. What do you think?
For me, I am ready to break up.
Wow,
Yeah.
breaking
See,
up.
for me, he's always been like more of a streamer guy. Someone who I'm gonna pick up when Embiid is out. And it also doesn't help that there's Drummond there too. So I mean, I don't think you have to hold him.
Sorry, Bona. You're free
Sorry,
to
bud.
fly. You're free to play the field.
You're a free agent now.
But maybe we'll keep your number around,
We
you
will,
know,
just in case we need him.
just in case we need to call you up.
For sure.
Pods. So pods, I think he was definitely going, like, in later rounds, maybe around 10, maybe 9, I don't know. Anyway, um, I mean, it seems like if somebody's injured, Pods is plugged in there because he can run point, he rebounds, he hustles, he's kinda does everything. But I feel like the Warriors are so deep now that Pods isn't guaranteed maybe that role that he had last year. Moody came back in the last game. So Kaminga, obviously, like, he's part of the rotation. He's part of the starting unit now. Um, so what do you think about Pods?
This is a bit of a tricky one because, like, I think you could go either way depending on your league format. Like in a shallower league, like I'm ready to move off him because like he did have a really good game in his last one, but I don't expect that kind of performance consistently. Um, I don't know. I've been burned by him in the past, so if there's better options available on their waiver wire, break up. But it does kind of depend. This one, it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah, he was dropped in let's see. Try to do the math here. In our 156 player league, in one of my
Mm.
leagues. So, I don't know. I don't know that I would have dropped him had I had him, but I'm also not running to pick him up either. So
Yeah, it could go
kind of
either
a
way,
wait and
right?
see. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to
Yeah.
see like how he gets plugged in, if his role is gonna stabilize. Um, but yeah. All right. Uh we got a few centers on this list. Isaiah Jackson, Indy.
Oof.
He was
This one is
a lot of
hard.
people were talking him up during the
Yeah.
draft season, like, get him. But yeah, I don't know. He's not really like taking over the center spot there.
Yeah, the minutes are a little bit unclear here. They also have J Huff too. They just
And
waived
Tony
Wiseman too.
Bradley.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Obi's out now injured for at least a
Yes.
month. So could Ijax come alive?
I want to make up with him. The other thing is too, like he's coming off a big injury. He only played like a handful of games last year, so they're still, I think, easing him back into that. But like even when he was coming off the bench, like he's a great per minute producer. So I think that holds a lot of promise for him. If you can, hold on to him. Make up.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Bradley Beal.
Mm,
I mean, the clips deep, very
yeah.
deep. Um, and I don't know, man. I feel like Chris Paul is grabbing minutes. Chris
Mm,
Dunn is still a big part there. And I don't know. Bradley Beal just seems very fringy to me.
yeah, very fringy. Like in a deep, deep league, sure, like I'll make up with him, I'll hold him. But I don't know, 10, 12 teamer, no, probably not.
Yeah. He's being held
It's
in bitches be ballin' still, but yeah, we're
Yeah, but that's a deep league
224.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't have a choice. Like if you're in like that, I mean, because he's fairly versatile and like he can give you some good games. But it's like you said, like LA is really deep, and there's a lot of injury concerns. Like I'm pretty sure he's injured right now. I think, or he
Hmm.
was out for whatever game. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, Bradley. Khalil Ware.
oof. This is another tricky one. Like I'm kind of leaning a little bit more makeup because I'm still uncertain with how the Heat starting lineup is going to shape up because it's been different like almost every game. So, like, is he going to get that consistent role? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have him anywhere. Just because I wasn't real certain about his role. But there are
Same.
people that freaking love him. So, because he can flash like really amazing games. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of subjective, I guess, huh? Like
Yeah.
where it seems like, yeah. All right, and then we got CJ. Um, I have him in one of my leagues because I think I threw out a $2 bid on him and I won it. So I was like, I mean, he's a vet. He and Chris are probably gonna play steady minutes, and they are playing steady minutes on
Mhm.
Washington. but I feel like it's only a matter of time before the youngins like Bub start to take over a little bit. I mean, we've already seen Keyshawn just like
Yeah.
fucking go off and be the dude. So I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I didn't risk very much draft or getting CJ, so I feel like I'm okay dropping him for a hot waiver pickup in that league, which isn't too deep. But yeah, what do you think about CJ?
Hmm. It's another tricky one too. Like shallow leagues, I'm okay moving off him. That's fine. Deeper, maybe not. But like, there's also so much uncertainty around him. Like, I think the Wizards are already embracing that younger guy takeover. Like, it's already happening. And then also CJ's like a trade candidate too, so he could be traded sometime
Mm,
soon, most likely
mhm,
before the deadline. And
mhm.
even if he's not, like he's a shutdown candidate in silly season. Like there's no way he's going to be getting these big minutes. Like I think he's playing about 30 a night right now, but I don't see that happening. So I'm okay moving off of him.
All right. Okay. So, that's a good list. I think we made some decisions. Um, maybe we should just quickly touch upon like who are some guys that you're flirting with and you're thinking about, calling up, maybe going on a date, maybe 2 dates.
Can I say Dyson Daniels?
Well, I almost put him on this list because
Yeah,
I know that he's your boyfriend and you're never going to break up with him, but
never.
he has not looked like Dyson of
No.
last year. And I think Alexander Walker is really shining a little bit in Atlanta. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And I was actually going to text you before the show and be like, do you want to add Dyson to the list? But I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, he might break up with me. So, oh. But yeah, no, he hasn't looked amazing. I'm
Mm,
hoping that things will change, hopefully soon.
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, they have a lot of new talent. So it's a lot of mouths to feed on that team.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, um, so any like hot waiver guys that you're thinking about flirting with?
Just looking at my team here. Oh, Cole Anthony is one. I actually picked him up
Mhm.
today. He's not doing great right now. Um,
Josh
I
Minot, what
guess.
do you think about him?
Oh yeah, actually, he's been one that I've had my eye on, but unfortunately, he got picked up in some of my leagues. So
Mhm.
moving on from him. Who else?
What
I'm
about
probably gonna
Colin
pronounce
Gillespie?
him kind of. Yeah, looking at
Mhm.
him. By the way, Keyshawn George is having a great game tonight.
Fuck
He
yeah. Let's go.
almost a triple double.
Let's go.
Nice. Who else? Um, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but Kita, Nemus Kita.
Oh,
I can't
Kada, I
pronounce his
think.
name. Kada,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
him.
he's
So I
been
picked him up
looking
in a couple
good.
leagues. He
Nice.
has, yeah, a little bit up and down, but I mean, like if you look at his history, like his game logs, like he's only started I think 5 games across his career.
Mm.
So this is
Oh,
new for him. He's still adjusting. Yeah, I know, right? It's not crazy,
yeah.
but I mean, they don't have any other options.
Right. I think ours is
So
out, right? Or he's been injured
Garza
or
is in
something.
concussion protocol. I'm pretty sure.
There, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, he's getting the minutes, like around the mid 20s, but I think he's gonna get to about 30 pretty soon.
What about like AJ Mitchell?
Ooh, damn, he's been looking good. My only thing with that though is that the Thunder have quite a bit of injuries right now. So once the team is fully healthy, I'm a little bit concerned. I think his production is going to drop.
Same. Yeah.
But short term ad, sure, go for it.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, those are the guys. Like I picked up Gillespie in a couple leagues, Minot. Um, what's his name? Trey Jones in
Trey Jones, yeah.
Chicago has looked great.
Mm-hmm.
Might actually like keep him around for a little while, have him do some chores around the house and keep me company. But
Oh, he's
yeah,
good for those points and threes, so go
yeah,
for it.
yeah, and some steals, like good
Mm-hmm.
percentages. Like I'm all about Trey Jones. Yeah, I don't know. Moses Moody looked great in that last game, but I think it's the Warriors are so deep. Like I think he could have like a DNP one day, and then go
Yeah,
off
that's the
on the
thing.
next. So kind of untrustworthy. But I think like even in our deep league, I feel like there's a lot of really interesting waiver options.
Mhm.
So it's just about like watching those games, seeing who's making the rotation, who's making an impact, and it's pretty exciting. I think it's pretty exciting season so far, and some of the games have just been freaking
I
incredible
know.
games.
Like, what the hell is going on? Like, all these
Fuck.
40, 50 point performances already? Like, we're in the second week.
Overtimes. Yeah, like
Holy shit.
it's
I'm loving it
real
though.
really fun. Really fun.
Mhm. Lots to look forward to.
Um all right. Well, I want to say that like in our first episode ever, we had our badass bitch of the week and I brought up Natalie Nakase and she ended up getting coach of the year in her very
Hell
first
yeah.
season as head coach of the Golden State Valkyries. So I just want to shout her out as a fellow Asian American, Japanese American who went in and fucking kicked ass, created a great culture from what it looked like, and pushed them into the playoffs, which is I think the first time an expansion team ever made the playoffs. So um, congratulations, Coach Nakase. And yeah, so I'll re-shout her out as our badass bitch of the week. And
Hell yeah.
um, I think Kayla, we don't want to get our audience's hopes up, but I think we are going to be trying to do this every other week now.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, maybe we'll be able to do it 2 weeks in a row, but we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we'd rather just have surprise you every once in a while.
It'll be the surprise episode. We'll do something special for it.
Yeah. Chauncey says hello to everyone, by the way. He's off in another room sleeping. So
Oh, we love Chauncey.
love Chance. Except
MVP.
his namesake isn't doing so well.
Not at the moment, but that's okay.
That's okay. All right. Well, Kayla, let's not get caught.
Let's keep going.